Good morning, dear children. Welcome to another session of science. Lesson number 2, digestion and the role of microbes. As you all have already studied about the teeth, the structure of tooth, the digestive system, how the digestion happens in our body, and what are the good eating habits to follow. Today, microbes. The topic of today is microbes. Now, microbes. Micro means very tiny organisms. Micro means very tiny. And microbes means very tiny organisms which are not visible with our naked eye. They are very minute and they are present everywhere. They are present in the air, they are present in water, they are present in soil, they are present everywhere. So, these microbes are very tiny, small creatures. Creatures means living beings. So, the very tiny, small living beings are called as microbes. Now, you must be wondering that if they are very tiny, how they can be made visible? How we can see them? So, the instrument which is used to see those tiny, tiny microbes are called as microscope. Microscope is an instrument which is used to see and to study about the microbes. And this, children, please see here, I've got a microscope over here. See this microscope? This is the instrument which is used to see the microbe. Now this microscope is having a lens here. Magnification of the object, that means it enlarges the object. When the slide is kept here, it can magnify the object. We can adjust it like this, and we put the slide over here and watch it from this eye. Then the microbes with the help of this instrument. So this is the instrument which is a microscope. See, it is having a handle also and the lenses also, and there are these adjusting clips also. So all these things are there in the microscope which helps us to see the tiny creatures which are called as microorganisms. Now children, see here. The microbes have different types, and these types of microbes include virus, bacteria, fungi and protozoa. These are the 4 different types of microbes. Microbes are also called as microorganisms. Now these microbes, these virus, bacteria, fungus, protozoa, these microbes are useful also and harmful also. They are very helpful sometimes, they are helpful to us, and sometimes they are very harmful. They cause certain diseases in humans, in plants, in animals. So they cause different type of diseases also. Now come to the uses first. Let's discuss the uses of microorganisms. The uses of microorganisms include making of bread and buns. Have you ever wondered why the bread or the buns or even the cake are so fluffy? They are made fluffy with the help of microbes only. A microbe, that is a yeast, a fungus, which helps to raise the dough and make the bread and buns and cakes fluffy. Now come to the milk. Milk can be changed into curd. Now how the curd forms? It forms with the growth of microorganisms only, with the action of microbes only. One bacteria which helps the milk to get converted into the curd. Now digestion of food. Digestion means how the food is being broken down into simpler substances. In the digestion also some microbes helps us. For example, certain bacteria are there in our gut, in our intestine, which helps the digestion of food. Now comes the rotting of dead plants and animals. Had there been no microbes, there would have been a pile of dead bodies of plants, animals and even humans. So, the microbes helps in cleaning our environment. They are here act as a decomposers. They decompose the dead bodies of plants, animals and humans. Certain bacteria, certain fungus, they helps in decomposition of these bodies and helps in cleaning the environment. Now children, come to the harms of microorganisms. Harmful microorganisms or harmful microbes are also called as germs. What are germs? Germs are harmful microbes. Now these germs include virus, bacteria, fungus and protozoa. The viruses that causes certain diseases in our body include cold, flu and polio. Actually, one of the best example of today is COVID-19. It is also caused by a virus. That is why we are all locked down in our homes and we are not supposed to go out. It is a virus disease, the COVID-19. Now comes to the bacteria like typhoid, cholera. These are caused by bacteria. Cholera, in which the symptoms include loose motions, vomiting. So these are all caused by the bacteria. Now fungus, ringworms and even dandruff in your hair. It is a type of a fungus only. Protozoa children include certain protozoans are parasites. They live in the body of other organisms. For example, malaria. Malaria is caused by a protozoa. But do you know that malaria causing protozoa is living in the body of which animal? It is in the body of Anopheles mosquito, a type of a mosquito. In this, the protozoa is present, and when that mosquito bites us, the protozoa gets transmitted from the mosquito into our body, and when it enters our body, it causes the disease called as malaria. So it happens with the bite of a mosquito, but that mosquito must be a carrier of the protozoa which causes the malaria. So these are the harmful microorganisms which causes certain diseases. There are various other diseases also which are caused by different types of microorganisms. So hope you all have understood the types, the microbes, what are microbes, what is microscope, what are the different types of microbes, what are the uses and what are the harmful microbes. So I'll follow it up with a slideshow. You just watch that for the better understanding of the chapter. Thank you.
In today's session, we will study about microbes in lesson number 2, that is digestion and the role of microbes. Now you must be wondering, what are microbes? So microbes are very tiny organisms and they are also called as microorganisms. Microbes or microorganisms are very small living things that cannot be seen with our naked eye, and they are called as microbes. Now, as they cannot be seen with the naked eye, there must be some instrument which can be used to see them, and that instrument is called as microscope. There are 4 types of microbes mainly. They are virus, bacteria, fungi and protozoa. Now see here children, in this slide there are certain microbes here. See the picture there given, virus, bacteria, protozoa and fungus. So this is how some microorganisms look like. Now some microorganisms are useful also, and some microorganisms or microbes are harmful also. Now first let us study about the uses of microbes, how they are useful to us. They are used in making bread and bun. Your breads, cakes, buns, they are so fluffy, aren't they? So the microorganisms play a vital role in making them fluffy and spongy. In changing the milk into curd, how the curd is formed? It is because of action of microbes. Microbes also help in the digestion of food. There are certain good microorganisms in our gut that helps us to digest our food. Microbes also help in cleaning the environment. How they help us in cleaning the environment? They help us in cleaning the environment by decomposing the dead bodies of plants, animals, and human beings. Now, after knowing about the uses of microbes, let us study about harmful microbes. The harmful microorganisms are also called as germs. Now, these germs may be of different types. Certain viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, they cause diseases in us. They cause diseases in humans, they cause diseases in plants, and they even cause diseases in animals. So the viruses which causes diseases in us include, they cause disease like common cold, influenza, polio, and even COVID-19. The disease which is a pandemic now, it is due to a virus. Now bacteria, there are certain bacteria which causes the diseases in us like typhoid, tuberculosis, and cholera. And there are certain fungi which causes the diseases like ringworm, athlete's foot. Protozoans also cause diseases like food poisoning, dysentery, malaria. Malaria is a very common disease caused by a protozoan, and this protozoan which causes malaria lives in the body of a mosquito. And when a specific type of mosquito bites us, then this protozoan gets transmitted in our body, and in our body it causes malaria. So I hope you all have understood properly the uses of microbes and the harmful microbes. That's all for today.